Giants.
Final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Daniel Bellinger with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
From the 24, Dalton dancing to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Etor Gross Matos there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Jones being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Second down and goal. Jones steps away. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Jones going to throw on third and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Giants 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dalton. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Play action now. Dalton. He'll buy some time right. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A give up the middle, Hubbard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Dalton sets up play action. Rolling to his left. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Dalton. They'll roll him out right. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield, as you mentioned. It's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the 39, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position. As they get it up past the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. A final shot before the half for Corral. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a third time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On first down, it's Corral. Flushed out right. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, Corral. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Corral, another throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air again. Here's Corral. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll go for it on fourth. Here's Corral. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Going to do a bootleg. Here's Corral. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side. He's got room past the 30. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's brought down here just outside of the... Jones now on first down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw again on second down. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Jones operating from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Flush to his right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney, and the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On fourth down, Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by J.C. Horn. The 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. It's do or die for Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we